If you are staring at an open highway like this, I'm sure you will be tempted to go traveling. And in my opinion, the best way to go traveling is by road. Especially if something like this is begging to be taken for a ride. Folks, this is the BMW R1200 R, one of the world's favorite touring bikes, and this is going to be my companion for the day. Sure, cars can be a lot of fun, but with a day like this, a bike and an open highway, there's no way I'm going to touch a four-wheeler today. I'm going to enjoy some sun and wind in my face. If you recall, the first BMW motorcycle came into India in the late 1990s in collaboration with an Indian company. And the motorcycle which was launched was the F650. But the collaboration was short-lived, and BMW motorcycles finally came on their own in 2011 and started selling their popular range of motorcycles starting from the 1000cc to big tourers like the R1200 R. The bikes are brought in as completely built units and sold through exclusive dealerships in select cities. Like its four-wheeler range, the bikes too are premium and sculpted with extreme care and precision. This BMW R1200 R is not as large or as long as some of the other tourers like the Honda Goldwing or even the Harleys. But what it is nimble, fast and quite agile around the corners. The high ground clearance also helps and gives it a big plus, especially if you go off the road slightly. And the low in torque and power is actually enough to go cruising on the highway at totally legal speeds. But obviously, I don't recommend you do that. This boxer engine here is almost like a BMW patent, and on this bike it churns out 110 bhp. When the revs are low, it appears a bit rattly, but once the revs build up, it becomes very linear and direct, and it becomes a pleasure to drive. What I also like about this bike is the riding position. It's upright and it's easy to ride this bike for hours without any fatigue. And then there are little things. If cars can have heated seating, why not a bike, a heated throttle? With the flick of a switch, you can turn this normal throttle grip into a heated one. Obviously, this is done keeping in mind the extreme winters of Europe, but this is nevertheless a very thoughtful gesture. In terms of safety, this machine is fully loaded. Large 320mm double-disc brakes on the front and single disc on the rear wheel too. And all this comes with ABS and AC. And this is a big help if one is riding in rain or snow or even on slippery surface. For a large bike meant for highway cruising, ABS is what makes riding really safe. All good things cost, and this is no exception, especially as it wears a BMW badge. But the fit and finish is immaculate, and one close look will tell you so. But what would I like to see being done differently? Two things. Number one, the lettering on the meter should be made bigger. It's impossible to read the small font while you're cruising on the highway. A digital readout would be great. And secondly, I would like to see these bikes being made locally as CKD. So the price comes down and people like me can buy one instead of borrowing one. But that, I think, is going to be wishful thinking on my part, at least for the time being. The BMW motorcycle range in India starts from rupees 18 lakhs for the cheapest one to the most expensive with a price tag of rupees 52 lakhs. This R1200 R can be yours if you are ready to shell out rupees 18.65 lakhs. The nearest competition to owning a BMW motorcycle are the BMW cars, which cost just as much. But then a bike is a bike.